Peace Day Party 2021. Water and peace.
Is love, sweet love.
My name is Ringo. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.
I'm Dr. Oz. We have an obligation to provide a peaceful world for our children.
I would say there are so many small things that we can all do to improve our daily lives and the lives of others.
We've got to work much harder, no matter what country, religion, or culture.
Peace is the most precious possession we can achieve. The opposite of peace is the wasting of life, bloodshed, and arriving at no solution whatsoever.
Today is September 21st, the day that all countries of the United Nations declared as International Day of Peace. Today, we strengthen that UN message and have created a Peace Day party event and broadcasting it live to the world, our human peace sign symbol. Let's celebrate each other. Life is a gift. Have a party. Have a Peace Day party. Listen to over 50 nonprofits and individuals who share their thoughts to help educate children.
You're watching the Peace Day, global internet broadcast celebrating the United Nations International Day of Peace.
Please sing along to these well-known peace and love songs with the words on the bottom of the screen.
A moment of silence for peace. I'm going to have my moment now. Ooh, I feel good.
World peace. World peace. World peace. World peace. World peace. World peace. World peace.
The sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day.
You know, I remember when I first heard that some little kid, brings a gun into school. And then you start hearing all these problems.
I have a school where there's been 24 murders since January 1 in my neighborhood. I have kids suffering from post-traumatic stress in children.
Kids have so much on their plate this day and time.
I can't concentrate. I get overly frustrated sometimes.
Kind of angry all the time.
And then they introduce this technique where the student can dive within and enliven that inner happiness, inner intelligence, inner creativity and love. And they see the problems start evaporating.
Well, it's important because, we're targeting the kids, and we want the kids to be successful in their life. And we want them to be the ones also coming to our games and with the smiles on their faces. And, we just want to be that positive influence of coming out here and showing them that there's somebody that cares. So, that's why it's important for us to teach these character traits when we come in and do our cheer program and things like that.
Well, the self-esteem program, the cheer program, ties into a lot of the things that we do here at Jefferson with our core values and our anti-bullying program. When kids learn about self-esteem, it helps them throughout the day and in their lives.
The word peace has many possible meanings. And the Messenger of Peace program has been vital to addressing some of the most pressing challenges of our time head-on: poverty, disease, human suffering, issues which defy the very concept of peace.
So today I want everyone here to commit to join the quest for peace. Go forward in the struggle for peace with passion and compassion. The future of this world is in your hands.
So I think in just the light of my passion for the environment, I definitely think peace is just a unified front, and everyone's trying to take initiative to make our Earth a better and safer place, because as many people know, we are the future and we have this opportunity to tackle this. We have the resources to do it. So I think in addition to everyone being unified and happy and safe, I think one of our main priorities for these upcoming years has to be the Earth, because there's already all the shocking statistics that everyone knows. Like by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Like things like that. It's just that's not how our Earth was made. We've really overused what we were given. So I think I just want, for my future, I want to see the peace being like love and equality with Mother Earth.
Yay! Okay, thank you very much for sharing your good work and your good thoughts, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much. You take care.
Thank you. You
Take
too.
care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
At this moment, one last question, and because we're involved with this International Day of Peace. So what is peace for Kemp? What's peace? What does peace mean for you?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the world has changed so much. And, and as you said, there is so much good in the world, but you have to keep working at it, because there's so much on the other side that so concerns me in the world right now. So when I see people really striving, one, to just take care of this earth that we live in, first of all, but I'm hoping that as we continue to grow and as we continue to evolve, as this country that we live in, and to just become more accepting of just all people, various, what your religion, your race. And I think that we are sort of headed there. I think there's a generation coming that's saying, you know what, we really are a little bit over all the the striation and all this division that we've got. It's a little scary right now, but I think that we're working towards a space where there's a generation coming that's saying, you know what, we've had it with that. We've had it with that division, and I know that there's real concern these days around, well, what if we lose what we've gained? What if when one group feeling, well, we've got to maintain what we have or we're going to get lost? It's not getting lost. It's just learning to be and to share with each other, and to not fear letting go of what you have, that it might give you something better for everybody. And I think that we're heading there. It's going to be a little rocky for a while, and I get that. But I think the ultimate end is going to be that we're heading somewhere better. And I have a lot of faith in a younger generation that is going to just say, you know what, all those ideas of the past and all the division, the separation, and the who's more powerful and we're going to be done with that. We're going to move for something better, and that's what I'm hoping for, because we have to. You have a world where, between climate change and just what's happening politically and what's happening in terms of government, we have to do better. We can't sustain what we've got, and I know that there are younger people who are they're gonna make it happen. They're gonna make it happen, and I think it's combining those folks and then folks of our generation too, who are helping foster that change. I'm hoping that in my life I've done things to help bring that around, and I know that I have, because I see the young kids I work with. Well, they're not young anymore. I'm old. You know what I mean? But it's coming. It's coming. There's a song, "There's a New World Coming," that I do. And I really believe that it's coming. It has to come. It's going to be hard for a bit, but it's got to come.
How's that song go?
There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend. There's a new day dawning. This one's coming to an end, and it just goes on. I think the Mamas and the Papas did that way back. Mama Cass did a great version of that. I know there are young people saying, "Mama Cass, what is he talking about?" But yeah, but it's a beautiful song, and but it's coming. Yeah. Yeah, the Mamas and the Papas. Okay, thank you. But it's coming. It's coming.
Okay, that's beautiful. One of the Mamas and Papas is in our piece show. So I love you, and you are fantastic. You are the true soul of our humanity, and I couldn't be in more joy. I thank my grandkids for telling me about you, because they are so right on. You're just all about the mission of goodness.
Thank you.
I remember I was at one of the schools and I spoke to some youngsters there. They must have been about maybe 4, 5, 6 years old. Today they must be about 26, 27 years old. I leave you with words that were on the minds of babes in 2001 during the terrorist attacks.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Chavez Bond. My name is Brianna.
And what were you afraid of?
I was afraid that they were going to come to Long Island and try to hurt us also. I was scared that they might hurt my parents or something too. I was scared that they would get my dad.
Did you cry?
Yeah, and I prayed also. I prayed and cried also too.
If there's one thing you were able to tell the bad people, what would you tell them?
I would tell them they need to stop this foolish act and they need to be grown up and stop hurting innocent people, because they killed a lot of people and now a lot of kids are homeless and without parents. I wish for God to resolve these problems so I could grow up and have a future. I love you.
Reflecting back on 9/11 with our youngsters.
Oh my God. You saved me. And I love this song. Chloe, go for it.
Wow, look at that. I'm being quiet for myself.
Okay.
When I'm tired and run down from life's roller coaster ride, from holding it together while I'm falling apart inside. When the walls are caving in, I want out of what I'm in. When I don't know what I believe in anymore. You save me, you always save me. I guess the first time, then over again. You save me, you always save me. Swear it's the last time, and I need you again. When I fall to my knees and I lift my hands to pray, no matter how broken I feel, I'll never break. 'Cause you save me. When your world comes crashing down, that's when you find out who your friends really are. Guess I always gotta learn the hard way. When you untangle me from the dark, when the walls are caving in, let me out of what I'm in. When I don't know what I believe in anymore. You save me, you always save me. I guess the first time, over again. You save me, you always save me. Swear it's the last time, and I need you again. When I fall to my knees and I lift my hands to pray, no matter how broken I feel, I'll never break. 'Cause you save me. Oh. first time and over again you save me, you always save me. Swear it's the last time that I need you again. When I fall to my knees and I lift my hands to pray, no matter how broken I feel, I'll never break, 'cause you save me. Save me. You save me.
It's that girl, Chloe. You know, we have this Peace Day outreach that we do, and we've been doing it for many years. And I'd like to ask you, what does peace mean? What's peace for you?
It's funny, I was thinking about such a big question. I was thinking about it while I didn't have an answer when you first started, and then you all of a sudden played You Saved Me, and I thought, oh my goodness, you know, peace could mean so many things at so many different times in our lives, of course. And at this time in my life, personally, it means you save me, which is that I have an incredible faith in God. Not everybody does, of course, but I think that for me, going through all of this, believing in something greater than myself and trusting in that has been my sense of peace. Truthfully, I think that it's so overwhelming to be told that you're going to die. And, you know, it's exactly what I was told this last time, that, you know, I was on ECMO, I was on life support, I had had a heart attack, I'd been in a coma, and it was really only a matter of time. The actual machine, ECMO, as much as it keeps you alive, it also kills you slowly, although not that slowly. And it was a matter of days. And when you're in that, strangely enough, you think that you would be so not in peace, but all of a sudden I kind of gave myself up to God, to something greater, and trusted. And I thought, all right, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die, you know, and if lungs are going to come in, they're going to come in. And once I sort of gave up this need to sort of, it has to be, I just gave it all up and I just put it in the hands of something greater. It was like this overwhelming sense of peace came over me. So that's what it is for me at this time in my life. I don't think of peace in the greater sense. I don't think of the world. I think very selfishly right now because I've been through this. I have just gone through this so recently. So I think that's what it means to me right now, is really trusting in something greater and letting that take over when you can't necessarily do it yourself.
All the waters of the world are connected, though on the surface it's not easy to see. They change the climate all over the world, just like we do, degree by degree. Of the world are connected. They flow through hearts as they flow through the land. We're drawn to water, our lifelong friend. Its power and mystery we're still learning to understand. Oh, the waters of the world, far more precious than ore. They carry all we give to them, from near to far and sore. Oh, the waters of the world, salty swells fill every sea, and a tiny sip of fresh water must quench all humanity. All the waters of the world are connected, and we're just now beginning to see our currents rise below their tides,
Hi, my name is Paul Slatkus. I'm the founder of the nonprofit Good News Corporation. Welcome to our show. Thank you for tuning in. This is very exciting. We are rebounding. We usually do our show in Times Square. However, this year we decided for the best for all not to do it there. And we are doing this virtual broadcast. I hope so far you're enjoying what you're seeing. We are focusing on water. We've been involved with the International Day of World Water Day, as declared by the UN, and have been associated with that over the years. And water and peace, they go hand in hand, best and the worst sometimes. So we're going to emphasize that point. We're going to also talk about peace overall. We have peace messengers. We have wonderful people that will entertain us. We have politicians who will share their good thoughts and some proclamations. We have good corporate citizens also that will share what they're doing for their own employees as well as for the world about them, to do good for the world. So it's a very exciting show. We're so happy to be able to show it to you. We've been involved with this for many years. This is my, it says Peace on Earth to Save the Children tie I've worn for 20 years because we've done lots of events in Central Park as well as in Times Square. So enjoy the show. Join us on goodnewsplanet.tv, our Peace Day party, and the Water Hour. We have that program as well. So go to the site. We actually even have a nice video game that you can see called Hug for Peace, as well as our Woodstock Forever Peace, Love, and Hope movie that we did with Richie Havens. So it's very excited. Dionne Warwick's part of the hosts on that show. We just have a lot of good programming because the world is good and the people of the world are good and the plants and the animal kingdom. Thank you very much. Enjoy and stay safe. What is hope for you?
I have two different points of view on this. One is deeply personal, and that for myself and my family, I hope that my children are healthy and that I can continue to be elected to positions to serve the people. But I've now moved away from what is hope for me to realizing that in my position, I can bring hope to others. And it is far more satisfying and rewarding to be able to go to a underserved community here in the 5 boroughs or to go to a remote part of our state. And just by showing up and walking their streets and holding their hands and talking to them, that I can bring them hope and the belief that their state government truly cares about them. So beyond just hoping for good things for myself and my family, I've been elected official for 25 years, and that confers a responsibility that I bring hope to others, and it is a powerful tool that I use in my position to try and make people believe that their best days do lie ahead.
I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gail Pugh, who is a wonderful, wonderful woman, do hereby commend the International Day of Peace community for contributions to the city on Monday, September 21st, 2015, International Day of Peace in the borough of Manhattan. Commend everyone, actually, for all their contributions towards peace. Our Peace Day party in Brooklyn, signed by Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams.
I think that peace begins with all of us, and each candle that we light will push away darkness one candle at a time.
My confidence comes from knowing there is a force, a power greater than myself that I'm a part of and is also a part of me.
We're all interconnected. We're all in this together.
You start questioning things. Why is it like this? Is God the person with the old white beard?
We can learn how to communicate with people we think we disagree with. I honestly believe that if the world is saved, it's going to be saved by tens of millions of little things.
Hello, this is Donna Stein with New York City Friends of Clearwater, founded by Pete Seeger, the legendary folk singer and also environmentalist. Over 40 years ago, he realized this river was not the river he played in when he was a child and not the river he wants his grandchildren and the children of the earth to play in. So he he built the Clearwater Ship, which brings school groups all year round on the water. New York City Friends of Clearwater is living that legacy for Pete now, saving the environment for the children.
I believe in in getting involved in your home community, whether it's a neighborhood in a big city or a small town like this.
Hi, Paul Slack. It's Good News Planet. I'm here with Donna Stein. Hi, Donna. Of the New York City Friends of Clearwater and Ecologic Radio, and Ken Gale. Hi, Ken, of also of Ecologic Radio on WBAI 99.5 FM, New York City, and we are going to talk about radio. We're going to talk about water because they're talking about radio all the time, and water is so important to all of us. We've been friends for a real long time. We're so all excited to get the chance to talk about it. So maybe Donna, if you could start us off, please.
Thank you so much, Paul. We need to be grateful for the water. When you open the tap and get hot water and cold water, know that you're getting something rare. Too many people don't have that luxury. Clean water is so important. It should be a human right. The commercialization of water is probably the most obscene product of the current financial systems. A new way, a fair and healthy way of distribution of human necessities must be realized. Commercialism has led to shortchanging the environment.
Yeah. Ken, any thoughts there?
Yeah, Donna's right. I totally agree with her. Water is a necessity of life, and therefore it is a human right. It has to be a human right because you can't live without it. And because you can touch water and you can see water, you can feel it, it becomes a commodity that you can sell. And as soon as people are buying and selling it, there are people who are shut out of the process. And so people are living literally with polluted water. They do not have the luxury, they can't take for granted, turn on the tap and the water is clean. And there are reasons that this water is polluted. And there's reasons why, what drives me craziest is it's normal for there to be chemicals in the water. That it's normal for you to turn on the tap and the water is not fit to drink. Who wants to drink that stuff? So you buy bottled water instead, which leaches plastic into the container. And that's not right. That is not right. Water is pure. It's wonderful and it shouldn't be polluted and we shouldn't take it for granted. And the electeds know this. There's a reason it's polluted, find out. If you don't know why your water is polluted, talk to your electeds and make sure that they know how the water gets polluted and stop it at the source.
We're not only talking about drinking water, wastewater pollution from the poisons that big agriculture uses is creating miles-long offshore dead zones throughout the world, killing the bottom of the food chain and life up the food chain, such as shrimp, fish, seabirds, and manatees, a gentle and endangered species. We need to protect all the denizens of the world.
These are concerning issues. Ken, any other thoughts?
Yeah, I don't want to be all doom and gloom because there are things you can do. For one thing, there's environmental organizations all over. And so join one and get them to take on tap water as one of their issues. And if there aren't any organizations in where you live, start one. It doesn't take that many people to start an organization. And politicians don't get that many calls except for the federal ones. So your local city council person doesn't get much contact with constituents. So you alone can really change what they do. And if a few people, friends and neighbors, they start joining in, they will pay attention because you're the only people who have contacted them all this time. It's really wonderful what a few people can do. And, you know, write letters, make phone calls, speak up for clean water, speak up for your own drinking water. Don't take it for granted that it's okay to have all these chemicals in it. Only a small percentage of the water on the earth is drinkable, right? Nearly 3/4 of the earth is covered by oceans. And yet, though desalination is touted as a why not solution, it's not that simple, right? Oceans are not just water and salt, they're teeming with life. When desalination, which is taking the salt out of the water so you have pure water to drink, that is killing microscopic plants and animals in that ocean water. And they're the basis of the food chain. We shouldn't be messing up the rest of the denizens of the ocean for that. Make sure our fresh water is clean in the first place.
Because I'm an environmentalist myself ever since a little baby Boy Scouter and the lakes in Tarrytown. So it's all good, guys. Thank you so much. And a peace show that's talking about water needs to hear the important information that you two are sharing. I loved how you started speaking about the beauty of water, understanding it, looking at it a lot differently when it comes out of your tap, to the concerning scenarios as well. So we need a full, well-balanced thought about water, the sustenance of life.
Right on.
Thank you both very much.
Thank you, Paul.
There's some that's bound for New York town, and others is bound for France. Heave away, Major, heave away. And some is bound for Bangor Bay. Teach them whales a dance, and away, me jolly boy. We're all bound to go. Our island is away. Over the turning of the tide, heave away, Major, heave away. And one more call, we're bound away with the good and westerly line. And away, Major, boy, we're all bound to go. Farewell to you, dear Kingston gals, farewell to St. Andrews. Heave away, Major, heave away. If ever we should come back again, make your cradles strong. And away, Major, boy, we're all bound to go. There's some that's bound for New York town, and others is bound for France. Heave away, Major, heave away. And some is bound for Bangor Bay. Teach them whales a dance, and away, Major, boy, we're all bound to go.
Hi, Paul Sakis, Good News Planet here with Dr. Gregory Harmon, my ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Dr. Harmon, what is peace for you?
Peace for me, Paul, is living in harmony with others, being able to be who you are, and really allowing people to be who they are. Knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, and accepting them, and accepting those weaknesses and strengths in others.
Beautiful. You know, we have a mutual friend, Katya Granivo, who plays the piano and plays it in our Peace Day activities. And she's going to talk a little bit about consciousness, because we had an event that we had planned to do, but COVID has changed a lot of ways of people doing things out in Times Square and so on. And I'm so happy she introduced us. You save lives and help people see better. How does that make you feel?
Every day it's a blessing, Paul. I'll tell you, I go to work, and not every day is as great as not every day is perfect, but it's really gratifying to help others maintain their sight and to restore sight.
It's great. It's beautiful. Great job. And
thank you, Paul.
Extraordinarily talented man. Thanks, Dr. Harmon.
Thank you, Paul. Pleasure.
Hi.
Well, Katya, how are you?
great. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, we're so excited to have you part of the show. Please share your thoughts about the International Day of Conscience.
Well, I think at this time, when the times are so stressful, it's so important to stay positive and connect to your heart and don't give in to the fear, because the fear is the worst enemy. And, you know, as a musician, I have always to play concerts and produce concerts, and I experienced a lot of stress and anxiety like doing that, so I'm very familiar with that feeling, and I know how to turn into like positive mind and like feel things from the heart, and I think it's the most important thing right now. And I also hope that this disaster which is happening something good will come out of it, and people will be kinder to each other, and they'll be especially kinder to nature and to the animals, because I think whatever we do wrong for the nature, it comes back. So I hope that it will be a new era soon, and there will be more care and love and appreciation of the nature and wild animals. That's what I hope.
Okay, Katya, thank you very much. I thought that was perfect.
Hi, I'm with Georgia Fumante. Georgia, please share what International Day of Conscience means to you.
Yes, I'm Georgia Fumanti, and I was really honored to be invited to be part of this International Conscience Days, and I'm very honored to still taking part, even in a different way. And for me, singing is my wake-up call for love and peace, and to share this music is my way to wake up my consciousness, and I pray to help and give some love through my music to everybody that will listen, and especially in this moment where we live in a time where it can be very difficult. I really pray that we can appreciate the essential of our health, if we can, and our love and the loved one around us, and our own inner world that is so important and precious. So thank you so much, and I wish you a beautiful International Conscious Day.
Perfect. I love you. Perfect.
A ricordarci l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera, quanta fede c'ha. Lead us to our hearts, guide us with your grace to a place where we are be safe.
Hi, we are the Indigo Twins, and happy International Day of Conscience. What is conscience? Conscience is like a tree inside of our mind. We have to sprinkle it every day with sun, with love, with good and kindness. And each of us, we have a mind, a body, and a soul. And whatever we nourish it with is whatever we project in the world. So when we go through moments of hardship and despair and viruses, all that matters is what we are equipped with inside our mind and souls. So what are you feeding your conscience with today? We want us and you to feed on wisdom and align your mind to God, to higher power, because we are fearful and weak when we don't have a rock. So let's cultivate that inner child who is like God. We are like God.
What is peace for Keith Fifeson? What's peace for you?
Peace for me is, really being whole and complete, and feeling that I've lived life as truly and honestly as possible, completely, that there is no stone unturned, if you will, that I could die tomorrow and I would feel at peace. So, the word peace is, in Hebrew, shalom, I think the word really means fully integrated and whole. And I think that's peace for me.
Wow. Keith Fifeson, thanks so much. Best of luck. The Mindfulness Experience, 8 strategies to live life now, find balance in an unbalanced world. Keith, all the best.
Thank you, Paul. Really appreciate the opportunity to see you and be with you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you continue to be invigorated with life affirmation, with positive content, and ways to get involved with the world of water, the world of peace, and to join in. And we'd love for you to volunteer with our efforts, which we will be doing all year long. So now this section is corporate, good corporate citizens. And we start off with a very well-known public relations company, Edelman, and they have a trust barometer, because peace is part of trust. Without trust, which is the heart of peace, we are going to have a difficult time in every relationship. We need trust. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to have some wonderful corporate citizens talking about B Corps and just talking about the water in general. Hugo Boss talking about helping Samuel Waxman Cancer Research Foundation, Jim McCain from 1-800-Flowers talking about their outreach that they do, their organizations for disabled and Smile Farms. We have a Smile Farms organization. And we have Ms. Ma, who's going to sing a song called The Prayer, which got 1 billion hits in China. And it was about the COVID concerns in China. And she wishes good tidings for everybody worldwide. It's a lot of show. We thank you for watching it, and we hope you're healthy and that this year hasn't affected you. We ring the bells for everybody watching, as we have in the show all year long at 7 o'clock. So please continue to do good. I can only believe that if you're watching this show, you're a do-gooder, in quotes. All right. So thank you very much. And in peace and in love and in hope and in health. Thank you.
Good morning. It's Richard Edelman from New York. I'm joined by Sydney Roach from Dallas, who runs our global employee engagement practice, and 3 very important influencers in the category. Today, we're going to be unveiling the results of an Edelman Trust Barometer special report that we've titled The Belief-Driven Employee. Before I go to the slides, I want to set the context. We've been looking at the employer-employee relationship, particularly for the last 2 or 3 years. As you'll recall, the most trusted institution in the world today is my employer, significantly higher than business, government, and the others. Also, my employer is the most credible source of information, again, for the first time as of January. And finally, as of May, we found that employees are the most important stakeholder of the list of stakeholders, ahead of consumers, ahead of investors, as to the success of a corporation.
All right, we're here at Luke's Lobster. What a great place. Ooh, look at this pesto. National Lobster Day.
National
Darren
Lobster Day.
Kelly,
Hi,
hey,
I'm
how
Darren,
are
I'm
you?
the general manager of the Luke's Lobster in the Upper West Side.
Lobsters, they swim in the water.
Lobsters swim in the water.
And Luke's has been a sustainable company. I think you're a B Corporation?
We are a B Corp certified corporation. There's not many restaurants like us, but that's our way of saying, we're in this for the benefit of our community, our teams, our ecosystem over profit.
Talk about where your lobsters come from and how you maintain your good corporate citizenship.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, to stay B Corp certified, I mean, it's a vigorous test that we have to take every year. We have to get a certain amount of points that proves that we are, sustainable, not only when it comes to the fishery, but also like just with saving electricity, recycling. We're always getting more and more points. We're always trying to figure out how can we be, just more eco-friendly. And my marketing team, Ben, Luke, they're always recertifying our company as a B Corp certification. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be certified as a B Corp business. When it comes to the waters, right? When it comes to where our lobster is from, normally it's off the coast of Maine, right? MSC certified waters, and pretty much to be MSC certified is a stamp of approvals. Hey, these waters, they're following the sustainable regulations that are needed to be a lobsterman or a lobsterwoman. Certain things that we have to do, like the lobster have to be certain size. Any egg-bearing female lobsters get tossed right back into the water. Our lobster traps, they're really, for the most part, they're just feeding the lobsters until they're a certain size that we can actually, use the lobster. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, we're doing everything we can to make sure that the lobsters are thriving for today, tomorrow, next year. It's not just us loving the lobsters, right? There's a whole ecosystem out there, so we make sure we're doing our best to make sure that community, that lobster community, is thriving. There's lobster for everyone.
There you go. And it's all about peace, because our show is on the 21st, the International Day of Peace. Actually, every day is Peace Day, every day is Water Day, every day is We're All in It Together Day. So National Lobster Day, I see here, is the 25th. How will Luke's Lobster celebrate for that?
It's insane. It's insane. We are offering one lucky customer year's supply of lobster, and that's a lot of lobster. That's a lot of lobster.
That's payday.
That is payday. That's a lot. That's way more lobster than I can eat. Signing up is a simple process, right? All we have to do is just visit one of my restaurants over here in New York, or we're all over the country now, right? We're in Miami, Florida. We're in San Francisco, Chicago, Philly, right? Just stop by one of the Luke's Lobster restaurants. All you have to do is just scan one of these QR codes. You'll find them decorated all through the restaurant. It's as simple as just putting your name, email, and that's it. You're signed up for the sweepstakes. One lucky customer, a few days after the 25th, is going to be announced as our winner for National Lobster Day, and they're going to be getting roughly around $2,000 of lobster for the year.
Here you go. What's peace for you, Darren?
What's peace for me?
Yeah, what's peace for you?
Peace for me is happiness.
Uh-huh.
Peace for me is happiness. Happy teams, right? Happy teams make happy customers, make happy food, right?
You got it.
And then that's peace.
There you go. Darren, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Congratulations. You're a staple in this community, Upper West Side. We're between 80th and 81st on Amsterdam Avenue, New York. And Darren's a great guy. So thanks so much, my friend.
Thank you so much, Paul.
All good.
Bye, guys.
Hey, hi, Paul Slakis. I'm with Todd Cederholm from Playa Betty, West Side Comedy, right here at 75th in Amsterdam. Hello, Todd. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Paul?
I'm really good. We were going to do our event originally at Times Square. We're going to have a party at your place. After that reality, we decided not to do Times Square. And then we decided not to do the party now. We're going to do something around Thanksgiving time or whatever. Todd's a good buddy, runs a beautiful place, such a successful, happy location here, maybe the busiest place on the Upper West Side. Todd, what does peace mean for you?
Well, Paul, being here at Playa Betty's and being a California beach bar, one of the the main focuses of us is that piece. And, the act of being on a shoreline, coastline, looking out into that ocean, looking at that sea, studying and planning the shore breaks and the breaks of the waves. Once you then paddle out and you get out into that ocean, into that sea, you escape from the land and all that comes with it. And that's that peace. That's what we're looking for. It's so vital to the surfer. It's so vital to, feeling the power of the earth, really. And sitting out in those waves, you're off the land, you're in the ocean, and you just get to escape. And that's that inner peace that surfers really look for and go for.
And that's the feeling that you have given to Playa Betty's. I feel that when you open
absolutely.
Up over there.
Yeah, absolutely. That piece that you get out in the ocean, and that's like a hard reset for surfers, really. And once we get back on land, we tend to bring that energy to our, back to your home, your family. But for us, we bring that energy to Playa Betty's in our restaurant, and that's the culture and vibe that we want. We really put a big pride and stress into, we want our guests when they walk into our restaurant to feel like they literally are not in New York City, that they have stepped into a bar, and if they looked outside, they would see nothing but palm trees and sand.
Well, I'd be frank with you. I get that feeling. I got that feeling. Our audience knows you got a little Montauk sign there for their Montauk Brew Company. But everybody, if you go to Peace Day Party, you could win a trip to the Montauk Manor, actually, where we have a place and where we have that good California feeling way out there at the end of Long Island. So, and I'll just add, Phil Sowers introduced us. This show is called Water and Peace, water. And you were talking about water. Our good friend Phil Sowers helped create the World Water Day with the United Nations, and he created surfboards, Phil's surfboards, over there at Redondo Beach, over there in California. Surfing and water, it's so precious, isn't it? I mean, you have a restaurant. Water for you is a necessity, right? People come in, they want a glass of water, clean water, so on, right?
Yes, it really is a necessity to us and everything that we do, and got to keep those oceans clean.
All right. Hey, Todd, you're a fantastic guy. The West Side Comedy Club is a funny joint.
Yes, keep the laughter going. So, thank you, Paul, for everything that you do for us, and you're like family. So, we appreciate everything, and please, keep coming back.
Oh. All right, Todd, thanks so much.
You got it, Paul. Anytime. We'll see you soon.
All right, great. Thanks.
Great.
What does peace mean for you?
It means kindness and giving to others. Doing all we can to help others out with whatever situation, even just putting a smile on their face for the day, which all of these flowers seem to do.
Oh my God, Patty, you're going to be in our broadcast September 21st. I'm putting you in.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Oh, I sure am.
Appreciate that.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Bill Levine. Hey, Bill, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What's peace for you? What does peace mean to you?
Well, peace for me means an assurance that my grandchildren will grow up in this world and have a meaningful place in it without fear of destruction of their lives and destruction of their future. So peace means a future for my grandchildren and those I love.
Beautiful. Last question. What does love mean to you?
Love is a commitment and an emotion, of course, but a commitment to do the best possible thing you could do for those in your family and those that are close to you and those that you want to see succeed and be happy in this world.
Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
What is good news for you?
for you? Generally, I would say the best news we all can have is that, you know, we move out of this pandemic, we get back to a new normal that people, you know, can live with, happy, realize themselves. And, you know, I've been separated personally from my family for 18 months now. I've seen them 3 times. So I just want this hell to end, and everybody to be healthy, and hopefully, you know, with all the help that we're getting currently, move on eventually to a safer and better future. Thank you both. Thank you. Thank you too.
Spreading. 在美国纽约州的疫情最低，累计确诊病例已经逼近了10几万，甚至超过了全球累计确诊人数。
What is peace for you? What makes you happy?
I know, you know what, the Italians are very smiling people. We always welcome the people just by hugging, smiling, and then, you know, that's the peace, you know. As long as you feel like comfortable, you know, with the people, and you feel at home, that's, you know, the way that makes you feel better and, you know, and peaceful.
No doubt about it. Thank you so much. What's your website?
Italia.it.
Okay,
To
beautiful.
get information and plan your trip to Italy.
Grazie. Thank you. What's peace for you?
What is a peace?
Yes.
Peace is to be able to think for other people and then live with it with compassion and a coexistence.
That says a lot in a little. Dr. Castro, thank you so much. She's always been a good sponsor and a patron of our Good News and so many other good projects in the world, and we thank you, and the world thanks you for all the good you do. Thank you.
It's not what we have in life that matters, but who we have in life that matters. As I reflect upon the continued opportunities and growth of this past year, which would have been impossible were it not for the assistance, kind words, and camaraderie of my clients, colleagues, and friends. I again would like to personally thank you and wish you and your loved ones a happy, healthy, and sweet new year. A year of growth, health, prosperity, and peace.
I'd like to ask you, because I've asked thousands of people, what does peace mean to you, Jim McCann? What is peace for you?
I think peace is respect. Peace is respect for yourself and for the people in your community, no matter how large or how small it is, that you respect their differences, their sameness to you, or their dissimilar aspects of their personality. And you know that everybody has their place in the community, and you behave with respect for other people, you expect it from them, and generally speaking, you get it. So peace is an environment of respect, an environment for tolerance of people with similar characteristics and not so similar at the same time.
Magnificent. Jim McCann, thank you so much. You're just wonderful. I appreciate what you've done and continue to do, and as I say, you're a mentor for me to see somebody continue on after all these years.
It's only been 150 years, but there's more to do, Paul.
Because I'm 152, I know it. Jim, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Paul.
Dr. Judy Oland, what does peace mean to you?
That is a wonderful question. I can think of it in two ways. I can think of it in terms of the context of how I live and I'm surrounded by. And I can think of it in the very broad context of global peace. I'll answer it in two ways. One, what does peace mean to me? It means seeing the transformational impact of what education is doing to the lives of very diverse students. And I had that experience of, quote, peace yesterday when I had lunch with 8 or 10 of our students at Quinnipiac who are doing public service projects in the community with state and local officials, helping kids from underprivileged backgrounds, helping the environment, helping a community like the local township of Hamden reach out to citizens, residents in need, and seeing how that experience may change them as part of their education. That's exactly what transformation through education means. Transformation through experience. To me, that really touches my heart and says, that's why you're doing what you're doing, Judy. On a global scale, I think of two examples now, how privileged we are in this country that in those areas that have availed themselves of the tremendous, miraculous scientific advances that gave us COVID vaccines that enabled us to conquer a pandemic. I wish that upon all parts of the world. To me, that is peace because everyone deserves it. And as somebody who has lived for a long time in Israel and had roots in Israel, I wish that there can be a solution that recognizes the humanity of all people who live in that region.
You are fantastic. Thank you so much. You really.
Thank you, Paul.
So
thank you for being so easy to talk to and for prompting such great questions. And we ride your coattails. You make us very proud as a Quinnipiac alum, as a member of the Bobcat family.
And I'm riding yours. And it's all we are is what we are with each other, and that's the forward motion of life. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask you, what does peace mean to you?
Oh, peace means to me is every day just finding some place or some time in your heart that you can find tranquility, a moment to reflect on a day, whether it be the day that you have ahead of you or what has been done that day. And just reflecting, and for me, it's with God and peace with God and saying, you know what, thankful for what I have around me and what I've been given, but also thankful for those opportunities and sometimes those challenges, because you always learn from those challenges.
Chantel, thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Yes,
Best
my
of luck.
have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you. Tina, go ahead.
These are my wonderful students, 6th grade advisory. They're going to share their dreams for peace and their dreams for their future. Thank you very much.
All right, we're in California. All right, go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah, and my dream for the future is that everyone is treated equally no matter their race.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Richard, and my dreams in the future is to end racism.
Hi, my name is Kurt. I want to end starvation. Hi, my name is Ananya, and I want to end the pollution in the world.
Next.
Hi, my name is Madeline, and I hope that everyone will be treated equally.
Hello, my name is Akash, and I would like to end the sea pollution.
Beautiful. All right, everybody, go to your other class. I appreciate you from California. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We live in a world in which many of those who are born poor will die poor. And it is up to us to be the first society to eradicate poverty and bring justice and equality to the most disenfranchised people on earth. Now is the time to not just imagine, but do.
Imagine all for people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Perhaps someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb, and there are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there is just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow, and there are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Won't you listen, Lord, if you wanna know? That there is just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No,
morning, silently say, I am strong, I am healthy. I am strong, I am healthy. Because what you think you create, what you think you become.